Hey everyone, welcome back to the Razor Garage. In this video, I want to give you guys a little update on the Polaris RZR XP4100 Ultimate. So, as of now, in late November, early December 2025, we are about that time. It's about that time to get it serviced. The transmission is going to be served or inspected and serviced. The oil is going to be changed out. Maybe the filters, because I think they have an oil filter, maybe an air filter. But a lot of this stuff is going to be inspected and changed out if it needs to be changed out. And get a full-blown service. Because as of November 20th, 2025, that's when we got the notification while we were riding around in Riverneck. We got the message to get it serviced. And that's why we left a little early. We were going to stay out a little later, but we had to get it we had to get it serviced. If we stayed out there longer, it would just done really bad to the engine. We don't want to push it too much before the service. I mean, I did drive the Polaris around the yard multiple times and just riding around, and I mean, I didn't really do any I didn't really do any serious riding in the Polaris. But what I did was, drive it an hour or two each day, and it took about a month or so to get into the whole service thing. Because, I love the Polaris that much. I just want to continue to drive it as much as I can. Ride around the yard, going to the trails, going there, going here, going there. It's a good thing we stayed at Riverneck. Oh, and of course, we're going to get the door inspected as well, with the stripping around the door keeps popping off. So we're going to get that fixed and, serviced before we can actually take it on the road again and enjoy it. And as of August the 8th, we got the golf cart ready to be taken to my cousin. I've been getting updates on the golf cart to see if it's been continued to be driven. And yeah, it is. So they still have the golf cart. My cousins still have the golf cart. And this golf cart was a 2017 Easy Go. It'll be 10 years old in 2027 in terms of its manufacturing date. So it was used, a used golf cart, but they were good golf carts. So this is basically what golf carts looked like in 2017, but we did have a fully loaded golf cart. I did tell my future cousin-in-law, Austin, that he can replace the California out of time tag and replace it with anything he wanted. Make it his own. Maybe even replace it with a wreath if you wanted to for Christmas. So because of that, August the 9th, from August 9th to October the 16th, I haven't had a vehicle, but then some time has passed, and then I finally gotten around to getting a side-by-side. We picked it up, and it was just incredible. So from August the 9th all the way down to October the 16th, we didn't have a vehicle, but now we have a vehicle, the Polaris RZR XP 4000 Ultimate, and ever since then, we haven't had it serviced because it's been still good. We've been checking it and we've been monitoring it on the ride command system under info and just managing the hours. And we'll have to go to the info it'll tell me how many more hours we have until the next service. But it will notify me with an alert when it is time to service it, so I know not to drive it a whole lot. So yeah, we're gonna take it back to Redline, which is where we bought it, Redline Power Sports, and we are gonna get it serviced. I've been driving it pretty much every day, almost every day, for the length of my, ownership so far. And I put over 300 miles on that Polaris alone. But I did have, we did have, we did take turns yesterday driving it around. It did pretty good around the neighborhood. Yeah, we did really well around the neighborhood. And then we drove it around the yard for a little bit, and we just continued to ride it. But I am so happy that we finally got the majority of the dirt off of the Polaris. But we will get it serviced sometime this week or next week. And after that, we're pretty much good to go. We are good to go. Once we get it back, we can, finally drive it a lot more, a lot longer between services. And we're really going to top it up with gas. It's at 28% gas, so I'm not going to be driving it at all this weekend because we got to top it off with gas. And plus, we don't have any more gas. Yeah, we don't have any more gas to put in. So we will have to really watch what we do for the gas, and it's almost out of gas because we left it at 28%, which is not that good at all when it comes to the gas. But yeah, the Polaris RZR has been doing really well, except for the service, being time for the service. With the oil, the filters, the transmission, and just, fixing all the we didn't really have many issues. Actually, we didn't have any issues with the Polaris. It's just going to be a regular service, and then we're on our way. All we have to drive normally, and the engine should be fine. But the door will have to be replaced, the stripping around the door, the weather stripping around the door will have to be fixed at some point. So far, it's not the greatest of all. So I guess hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next video.